Welcome back to Python MC. In this section, we're going to show you using list methods in EarSketch, how to use list methods in EarSketch. So we have a list of beats, we have a variable called transition, which is just an empty string for now, and then we have global variables for track, start, and end. We have a very simple function just to print out the current value of beat list, and we're going to show that periodically just to show the current state of the program. So, and demonstrate how these list methods are used. So in section 1, we're going to drop in the list of beats with the exception of the last beat. In the last beat, we're going to use the pop method to remove it and then assign it to this variable called transition. We'll show you how we use that in a minute. So transition equals beatlist.pop. So that's .pop is the method, the list method for beat list that removes the last item in the list. Then we're going to do the normal for loop over the list and increase the track by 1, the start by 4, etc. And then we're going to print out the list of beats. You'll see initially the list of beats is equal to the whole list. And then at the end of section 1, beat list is equal to the first 3 beats in the list, and the last beat is popped and then assigned to transition. So that what we call the transition beat. And later on, we have this function called transition, which simply drops in that single beat, and then it'll play it, and then it'll set an effect to have that sort of fade out at the end. This section 2 function will take the list of beats, and then it'll flip it. It'll use this .reverse method. So it'll take the current value of the beat list, and it'll just flip it around. And so the effect that's going to happen in EarSketch is each beat will come in, we'll have this transition beat, and then the beats will start building back up in reverse order. And you'll see that the loop will go in reverse order, so it has this sort of like V effect. So the tracks will be dropped in, and then we're going to reduce track minus equals 1 so that it builds back up, just so you can sort of visualize how the music is going. And we'll simply use fit media to drop in that last beat, and then we're going to set a fade to it. And so this is just an example of how we're going to use list methods in EarSketch, and then we're going to show you how the effect of this. In the last section, as we mentioned, we're just going to drop in the last beat, and then we're going to have the end equal to double the existing value of end. That's just so the beat plays all the way out. And then at the very end, we're going to sort of print the list of beats so you can see what's happening. So you can see initially it has all the beats, then we remove one of the beats, and then at the very end we remove all but the first 2 beats, assign the last beat to this variable called last beat, and then we just play it. Okay, and then so now we'll just hit play. We'll run it. We'll hit play, and we'll show you what this sounds like. Okay, and so it's gonna, here we go. So we can see, just normally it's just dropping in each beat one by one. So it drops the first 3 beats. This last beat was popped and assigned to transition beat. And we did that so that this would play almost all the way to the end, and then towards the end it would fade. So we're going to treat it differently. So we're going to remove it from the list using this pop method. And we'll see the effect that now you'll have this sort of drop where nothing's playing but that little piano riff right here. Okay, so that's a drop. That's very common in pop music. And then now it's going to build back up one beat at a time in reverse order. And then it'll fade out. So that's it. That's how we use list methods in EarSketch. And we're going to drop each beat, have a transition with a little bit of a drop here, build the beats back up, and then fade it out. That's it. This is list methods in EarSketch. Some really good examples. We'll see you again on Python MC. Python MC.
pipe, 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 pipe,